Yeah, we did this. Then we set up some glue gunners next to the ninja, a bomb tower next to Adora, and put some uh, villages below the primaries. Put a monkey sub in the pool. Put a mortar down here, targeting the front of the map. And we figured out that that does work for chimps. But again, we gotta work around any snags that we might come across. I think the biggest thing that we need to get past round 40, which is going to be a bit challenging, because the bomb tower was top path and not middle path. So we're going to have to, I think, upgrade the ninja and the glue gunner to be able to pop the mob. And we also need to make sure that we get camo, I think was the big thing. I'm trying to remember exactly what our problems were, but I think we need to get camo pretty quickly. And we also need to get the tier 4 on bomb shooter quickly so we can have that stunning balloon so Adora can take care of them. I honestly think I think round 40 is going to be kind of our big problem here, because the second glue gunner that we had on bottom path is not going to really help out that much on round 40. I don't really know how this is going to go. If I remember correctly, I think we wanted to upgrade this guy to tier 4. I'm gonna try to do that. Ninja should take care of any camos that slip through. There's not that many before round 40, so we should be okay with him. Dora is going to take care of most of the big waves that get through. And then this guy should take care of the mob. Balloon dissolver. No, balloon liquefier, sorry. By the way, I should mention, I've kind of been testing out different audio levels on stream. By audio levels, I mean my microphone. Terraria was a bit quiet, I think. Astria was a bit loud. I'm trying out different levels, see if I can get a good balance going. So just let me know if something's too quiet or too loud. I can adjust it right now. Yeah, otherwise I can't really know until I start editing off stream. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and buy this. I think it should be okay to just upgrade the glue gunner, the other glue gunner bottom path, and the bomb tower top path. Because I do remember we didn't buy the monkey sub until like way later in the game, and we were still safe. And the mortar is not going to really be helping out a whole ton against a mob. We're doing bottom path on the mortar, so it's not really going to do a whole lot.
Ready yourselves.
There we go. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, so now I think camo might be a bit of a problem. Gonna have to get some camo detection on these guys. Go ahead and get our mortar ready for later. And you know, in theory, this strategy should be should be usable on other beginner maps as well. This is definitely one of the harder beginner maps. I think there's like a handful that might be a little bit tougher, but this is definitely one of the harder beginner maps. And, you know, of course, we're going to have different heroes as well. We can definitely probably bring this to other maps and, you know, just switch out the hero. I think should be okay still, in theory. And for the tier 5s, I believe we just upgraded this guy to the Bloon Solver. And it was either this one with super glue or the monkey sub with the preemptive strike, I think it's called, or something like that. But I know it was definitely at least this one that we bought. I'm gonna have to remember which other one we bought. Yeah, at this point we should be okay. Relentless Glue gonna slow down any balloons that pop out of mobs, and the mobs are gonna get popped by this guy most of the time, so it should be all good. And yeah, anything that slips through here to be caught by the bomb tower and Adora. Any fortify balloons or camo balloons will be stripped of their camo, fortified by the mortar, so that should all be taken care of. Go ahead and set up our monkey sub. Of course, once we upgrade our villages, we're gonna have buffs on our primary towers, which is nice. And yeah, we should be able to hold out okay. Again, we're gonna get tier 5 for the top path glue monkey. Adora should get her ball of light, I don't know, like before round 80, I think. The monkey sub's gonna help out with mobs, especially once we buy this. Save up for that. Ooh, we get our first sci-fi boy. Nice. Looks kind of goofy with the Groucho mask, to be honest with you. I do like that skin. Pretty good. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, we just went in order of like how much things cost for upgrades. We didn't really focus on like min-maxing or microing different upgrade paths. So I'm pretty sure we can just save up for the border monkey, maybe this guy, and then the balloon solver. Maybe balloon solver maybe a little bit sooner, but that's the idea. Oh, sorry. I just saw you come into chat, Spark Food. My camera's not on today because of a few reasons. I woke up a bit late. I got some not great sleep, so I feel like I look kind of like a zombie today. I don't really want to be like staring in the camera looking all messed up. And the weather is not particularly great today. Usually it's pretty sunny over here, but it's been cloudy today. I don't really want my lighting to be all messed up on top of, you know, me not looking my best. So yeah, just no camera today. Should be back next week. Hopefully I don't mess up my sleep schedule too bad, but yeah, just not today. We got Ball of Light to help us out with BFBs if you need it. Yeah, I think we're pretty squared away pretty much for the rest of the game. Again, we just need to buy Bloon Solver, then tier 4 and 5 for the monkey sub. That tier 5 is kind of between the sub and probably the glue monkey, I would say. Maybe the Grandmaster, if anything. But the monkey sub I think is probably the best choice because it, you know, just fires a big old rocket at anything that shows up on screen, so probably good enough. How much does the Bloon Solver cost again? 24,000? Alright. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the rounds between 60 and 80 have way less cash opportunity than almost any other part of the game. Like before round 40, you kind of get a lot of money, and if you play your cards right, you can get it to your 5 before round 40 kind of easily. Round 80 to like 100, you can get probably like 2 different tier 5s if you're careful. But round 60 through 80, you're like just kind of starving the whole time. If you don't set up correctly, you're just kind of screwed, you know? $4,000. Still need another 10,000. There we go. Alright. That should shred through basically anything. ZOMG is like a big wave of ZOMGs might be a problem, maybe. Again, we're going to use the sub for those, once we have enough for that. Somebody was telling me last week I should start experimenting in Sandbox with Glue Gunner because, you know, the different glues don't stack. Which I understand. I get that they don't stack. The point was not for them to stack. I just want anything basically below a mob to be immobilized. And, you know, the glue that's left on the track from this guy will take care of anything, basically. But yeah, I should probably do that at some point. Not a bad idea for me to do. Again, I kind of just forgot about the strategy until now. You know, if I have to, I'll go to the lab and practice a little bit, try out some different strategies and all that. But right now should be fine. Especially if I was gonna say, especially if I change the targeting on this guy. But it looks like I already did, so I think we'll be fine.
We are favored. Feel the light, said Jeremy Workers.
Okay, yeah, so now we can use the monkey sub if we're in a pinch. Once we save up for preemptive strike, to take care of like round 98, round 95, around 100 pretty easily. So I think we're set.
Ready the force of the sun. Embrace the sun. Feel the light.
I do wish there was a way to force the glue gunners to not target mobs, if you know, if that was an option.
We are favored.
So I could have the relentless glue guy not shoot at mobs at all. That'd be really nice, but not really an option for us.
Well done.
All right, we're already halfway there for preemptive strike, so that's pretty good.
Embrace the sun. Feel the light. We are
If we didn't have a Dora, I would say rounds like this might be our only issue. Because it is kind of tough to pop, you know, a bunch of ZOMGs with just a couple of glue gunners. The Dora's cleaning up for us, doing some good work.
radiant.
Her ability's coming in clutch.
Yourselves.
I'm glad we have her.
Ready the force of the sun. Embrace the sun.
This is kind of why I was, you know, debating whether or not we should buy super glue or preemptive strike. The super glue would just immobilize everything besides a bad, and you know, allow this guy to take care of him.
We are favored.
But preemptive strike kind of just takes care of anything by itself, anyways. And we can also use that against the bad, so kind of a double win there. Gotta trudge through a few more rounds and we should be good to go. Oh, come on. Only 200 more bucks. Only there was a way to haggle prices in the game. Not a thing that you could do, though. Okay, yeah. Monkey Sub's gonna be putting out a whole bunch of damage. Those DDTs were eviscerated, Jesus Christ. DOMGs, seems like they're taking a lot more damage, a lot more quickly. Nice. I think 95 is going to be a real test. Make sure that we actually did this correctly. And can beat the rest of the rounds. I doubt we'll be able to buy super glue before around 100. I don't think there's quite enough balloons to save up for that much. I guess maybe a small chance, but I doubt it. Actually, guess we can buy it. We're only a couple thousand off from it. I didn't think we'd get that much money that quickly. Alright, round 95 was no problem. Round 98 might be a problem, but I think with super glue, I don't think it will be, to be honest. Alright. I think that should do it. Now everything's immobilized, getting eviscerated by the corrosive glue and Monkey Sub. And we'll be able to use the abilities for the bad. We'll be totally good to go. Yeah, not a problem at all. Great. There's our black border. Finally. Ugh. Get me out of here. That is satisfying. I'm tired of this map. Literally only our third map, and it's given us the most trouble so far. I think the only other beginner maps that might be more difficult might be like Alpine Run, maybe End of the Road, maybe Hedge, but like not even. Lotus Island, I guess I can see that, but like not really, I don't know. I'd say Middle of the Road is definitely up there. Alright, well there's that. We can finally move on from that map. On to spot pits.